over to Baptiste, the long three, and he connects.
Greenbacker, and stolen by Orak. He's rocking and rolling.
Mofunanya feeling it.
Off to Elwell. Martin drives, hits! With 6 seconds left, Wagner takes the lead.
Wanted to be a fire plug. Good job by Mike Scott.
Baptiste spots up for three and sinks it.
Good basketball IQ.
Well, Scott played his high school ball in Philadelphia. Junior here for the Knights as Mudnweiler cans the three. As the Knights come out of that break with the basketball, Dockery for Mofunanya powers his way to the hoop.
How about that? Absolutely no hesitation. Outstanding execution off the out-of-bounds play, and then Mofunanya. On February 20th. That'd be for first place. That'll be a lot to do with what happens later in this year as far as the tournament. Tyler Murray utilizing that size, that 6'3" height at the point guard position with some hang time. They're stale when they're stuck in this kind of activity. Oh, good little change of pace. Good kick out.
Dockery for three.
Very good looking possession that time. The hesitation, the split of the double team up top, the delivery by Scott, and then the rhythm jump shot by Sean Dockery. What a future he has.
Altered his shot. The interception on the other side by Seski. For Tyler Murray. Pulls up for three.
How about Seski utilizing his football skills right there? It was like an interception by a free safety right there. Wasn't it outstretched hands? And then he gets it and kicks it up the floor to knock it for the open shot. That was a big-time defensive interception.
I hope AD and football coach Walt Hamline was looking, because his quarterback really showed how to pick one off. As Mofunanya rattles the rim once again, he's got 9.
A high-low basketball. That play was made by the swinging of the ball and a high-low pass.
Scott goes to the basket for Grier. I don't know if that was a shot or an intended alley-oop, but the Knights fail to come away with any points. Mudnweiler knocks down a three, his second triple of the night.
Excellent job by Wagner coming back strong late in this half, tracking that down.
There's Thompson on the left wing over Mofunanya, his second bucket for 4.
Excellent sequence. The track down of the loose ball and then filling the lane and finishing by Josh Thompson.
Into the game for Thompson. Orak on the turnaround and the putback by Elwell. He has 4.
Getting it together with a high screen. Tyler Murray. There's Mudnweiler off the screen.
Got the 3.
Man, oh man, he looks good shooting the basketball, Danny Mudnweiler. Excellent. They're shooters and running bit screens to set him up. Here he is.
Wide open as Galvin is slow coming out, and Mudnweiler has 15 on his 5th three-pointer of the night, and Greg Vertrone wants time.
Staying with Mudnweiler. He runs off another screen.
He got tripped up by Speller, and so Mudnweiler cans another triple. That's a career high, 18 points.
That is movement without the basketball to perfection by Danny Mudnweiler.
Point game. Dockery thought about the jumper, then feeds Terence Grier. What a good look for the bucket of the foul! Grier has 13 and will go to line. Scott against Murray. 10 seconds to shoot. Here's Baptiste through the lane for a scoop.
Curled around the screen, used it very well into the paint. And the beauty of Baptiste is he can hurt you everywhere on the floor. We've seen him in this half on putbacks, on three-pointers, and paint scores.
Baptiste has 19, Fairleigh cuts the deficit to 5. Murray over Dockery. He has 17 points, that's a new career high.
Big storyline was Tyler Murray in that first half. He had 15 of those 17 in the first. There's a double.
Grier for 3. That is usually outside of his range, but he sticks it. He's got 17.
He has played very, very well as Terence Grier both sides of the floor.
That's his 3rd board of the night. He's got himself a double-double. Finds Dockery for the lay-in.
As impressive as a rebound, not close to the ability to pass the basketball. Mofunanya has made a number of excellent assists in this game.
By Mike Scott. Fairleigh with a chance to take its first lead of the second half, and Scott does it!
What he's been doing all year long, Mike Scott making big plays. That was a long rebound, and he just took it and went coast to coast.
Scott with all 7 of his points in the second half, and Fairleigh has its first lead since 29-28 with 2:12 left in the first half. Doug Elwell for 3. He has 10.
Big, big Big basket right there. Boy, did Wagner need that.
Stolen by Baptiste. It's a 4-on-2 on the give and go. Baptiste knocks it down, and Fairleigh goes up by 2. Scott fires, and it's.
What you love about Mike Scott, he thinks pass first the entire game unless it comes down to the wire and they count on him to make a play.
Gets the pick from Mofunanya. Baptiste, the hop, skip, the jump in the bucket. 15 seconds to play. Fairleigh by 4. Spiller knocked away by Mike Scott on the help defense.
Big, big, big defensive play right there. Perimeter guards getting it done for Greg Vitrone.
They call that leadership, Capper. Grier has 18 points. Fairleigh is up by 5. The Seahawks into the forecourt. Here comes Zeski for 3. Mofunanya, the rebound, his 17th of the night, to go along with 12 points. That's a double-double. And Fairleigh Dickinson has defeated the fiery Wagner Seahawks 70-65.
And 8-5 now in the Northeast Conference. Excellent job coming back. That's what they've been known for all season long. The tough practices, the discipline, the hard work. Mike Scott talked about it before the game, how Greg Vitrone really works them hard so they're ready for second halves, and they did it again this evening.
Paul, I also got Coach Vitrone, but I'll turn to Sean Baptiste first. And wow, offensively, you really got it done. But I want you to talk about your defense in the second half and how you guys stepped it up.
Well, you know, Coach said defense is going to win the game. We just stuck together as a team and tried to stop Mudnweiler from shooting the threes and the rest of their team.
What is it about this team? Hey, you guys get down by 10, it's second half, and you guys are always able to dig back.
We just always fight until the end. You know, it's not over till the fat lady sings. The last horn is it, and tonight we were able to pull it through.
Offensively, talk about your point guard. Boy, Mike Scott was good.
Yeah, he's a great player. You know, he gets us all involved, and he's just with us.
Sean, thank you very much, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
That was Sean Baptiste, and now I turn to head coach Greg Vitrone. And Coach, you guys are now 4-0 over the last 2 years on MSG. I think you guys like playing on TV, huh?
Oh yeah, they're all actors, my guys. That's why they wait. They wait for the encore to start playing.
What is it about this team that you really love, the grittiness that you saw in that second half?
They don't quit. They stay together. Mike Scott is the glue, and then you have a player like Sean Baptiste that's just a great scorer in this conference. What can you say? You have Alvin. Alvin played great tonight. I don't know how many rebounds he had. It looked like every time it went up, Alvin was grabbing a rebound.
And then after Alvin, how about Terence Grier? Hey, Danny Mudnweiler goes off a little bit early on in that second half, and you put Grier on him and say stop him.
Grier's a phenomenal athlete, and I talked to Terence at one of the timeouts, and T said, I want Mudnweiler. I said, all right, T, game's on you now. It's on your shoulders, and he did a great job.
And then you go to Baptiste at the end. What do you love about him offensively?
Oh, he's a scorer. He knows how to score. He's tenacious. He wants the ball. He knows how to, that last drive, I don't even know how he got to the rim, but he gets there. He has a nose for the basket.
And you guys are really playing well towards the end of the year. How important was it to get a victory today over Wagner?
Oh, it's a very important, a home win. Now we're coming down the stretch, gives us 8 wins. You know, if we get 1 or 2 more, we'll probably have a good seed in the playoffs, and that's what it's all about, trying to get a home game in the playoffs.
And how do you build off this one?
Oh, you build off a win is so easy. I don't have to go yelling and screaming at them now. They could all go have fun tonight.
There you go, Coach.
Thank you.
Good luck the rest of the way, all right?
Thanks.
And today's NEC Scholar athletes are a pair of track stars, Brian Holling of Wagner and Rayon John of Fairleigh Dickinson. Holling is a math and education major with a perfect 4.0 GPA, while John is a communications major who maintains a 3.49 GPA. Academics here in the NEC are really doing a fine job. You know, Cap, people talk about the different conferences around the country and how, well, some stress this, some stress that, but the NEC doing a real good job in the classroom.
They sure do. And it was